So, yeah, in my briefing to the UN Security Council today, I'm highlighting a number of important points regarding Daesh. As we all know, thanks to the concerted activities of the international community, the Daesh group has been diminished. Nevertheless, we know we have to keep the pressure high. Any gap we would leave, any weakness we would leave, would be exploited by Daesh. Secondly, we can see the capabilities of this group being strengthened by the use of modern technologies, emerging technologies. And the third important point today will be describing the nexus between international terrorism and organized crime. Information sharing remains to be key in the fight against international terrorism. It is important that member countries are sharing their relevant information also with a global platform to ensure that we have the bigger picture, that we can provide our member countries with investigative leads, and that our activities are coordinated. Interpol is providing still a unique global early warning system. We ensure that, for instance, biometric information on terrorists is being collected systematically, and we are making this information available at the front lines of policing. And every check at a border, every check by controlling a person on a street or in any other situation can help at the end of the day even preventing a terrorist attack from happening. Helping our member countries building the necessary capacity remains crucial. Interpol continues helping member countries to be part of our strong global network, because only if we are operating in a coordinated way are we in a position to tackle these kind of crimes, including organized crime, which, despite all the efforts of the international community, is getting stronger, more dangerous, more influential in almost all parts of the world. And as I already said, we are particularly focusing the nexus between international terrorism and organized crime. Thank you very much.
Questions, sir? My name is Margaret Bashir with Voice of America. Thank you for stopping at the stakeout. You were talking about ISIL being diminished. What's your advice to the Israeli government? They're talking about eradicating, wiping out Hamas. In your experience with terrorist organizations, is that really an achievable goal, or is it something more like what you're talking about being diminished? Could you just address that a bit?
I mean, I'm addressing the Security Council today on Daesh. In regards to Daesh, as I already said, it's particularly important to keep the pressure high. We know, of course, the threat is not over yet. There are still cells operating. It's a kind of global ideology. We know that the lone wolf problem is still a concern in many parts of the world. And Interpol is doing its best by systematically collecting and sharing information, by providing biometric information to identify, to track, and to help arresting terrorists.
But how can that knowledge help in the fight against Hamas is what I'm trying to get at, I guess.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. I mean, modern technology is being used by criminal groups. It's being used by terrorist groups. Of course, they are not bound by any regulation. They use what is available, including social networks. And that is where law enforcement, of course, needs to be equipped and needs to be trained, because without modern technology, we cannot do our job in law enforcement. Thank you.
Are you coming back after?
Depending on time, yeah. Yeah, perhaps that's possible. Thank you.